A lot of chopping around on Wall Street. A turbulent day. My name's Des here at Grok Trade. It is Tuesday, September 30th, 2014, and the market's in the day bearish. Everybody down here. Small caps doing the worst, down 1.45%, leading the drop to the downside. Anytime you have small caps dropping off this violently, with the Dow 30 not faring as poorly, that's usually a sign of bearish activity, people getting out of the more risky stocks, but not as aggressively as those that are deemed in the blue chip sector safer. Banks off 0.72%, really saying that today was quite bearish. VIX up 2%, confirming today's bearish move. Gold off by 0.7%, but silver off by 2.56%, a huge sell-off in silver, and a ginormous sell-off in crude oil, down 3.13%. US dollar climbing higher by almost a full percent, putting big pressure on the indices. And transportation index down 0.55%, really doing quite poorly compared to the Dow, showing a bearish sentiment. And utilities, which is a defensive sector, increasing in bullish territory, a mere fraction. And here we are looking at the S&P 500 and 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average coming around now. A lot of choppiness, just sideways churning. This will make a trader, especially a swing trader, want to drink Maalox and need to eat Tums because of stomach problems and ulcers that this will do. I like to keep things simple, so I like to be hedged in this turbulent activity. So I really don't care what it does. I wanted to get it out of its system to give a decisive drop or a big pop, so I can commit the troops, my bulls and bear stocks, to that direction. That anyway, rising wedge, a breakdown, and we are now in the middle of a lot of moving averages, which is like going to a grinder. If you look at the weekly chart for the week, we're at a major area of support. Now this is huge, gang. We still have several days before this week's over, but it will really tell me a lot on if we get a close below this trend line or not. I think we will. The reason I think we will is because the NASDAQ has already closed below it. So normally whatever the NASDAQ does, and the Russells, let's go to the Russells, when you get closes below it, usually the same thing will happen on the Dow, going below this trend line, and then the S&P dropping below this trend line. So anyway you shake it, gang, this market is bearish. Let's take a look at gold on a daily chart. Just dropping. Silver is just worse. Look at this. I keep thinking there might be buy opportunities here. A lot of signals for buying here, but nothing to do with bullish activity. Huge volume spike on today's drop. But my question is, do we have buyers at these lows? We did. Look at this huge hammer, big volume there, buying it back up. So this could be capitulation. We could be trying to find a bottom soon. Be interesting to see if that happens. Some tech stocks did well. Apple, for example, was up 0.64%. Amazon was up a fraction. Mava was up a fraction. Facebook was up a fraction. GoPro was up more than 3%. I do have GoPro, but this is a hanging man reversal pattern, so I'm looking for a retracement, especially with this sort of volume. Be watching for droppage to take place. LinkedIn was off more than 1%. Big low base. Could be a frying pan bottom with a pop or a low base breakdown soon. Be watching for a directional move one way or the other. And really nothing more to talk about on those things. Anyway, big time mentorship coming up in Las Vegas. Hope you guys can join us November 15th to the 17th. I'm paying for your airline ticket to come out for new students. Hope you can join us. Get a hold of Carolina at groktrade.com.